Welcome to my channel, and here we are going to be working on this problem. We are going to answer these questions. Let me read the question as we have here that a figure above shows a cone intersecting a cylinder at right angle. Draw question 1, plan. Question 2, curve of intersection. Question 3 is surface development of the cylinder making PQ the seam. All right, so I'm just focusing on question 1 and question 2 here. We are going to draw the plan, and we are going to draw the section curve of intersection of the solids. Now, let's talk about dimensions that we have on the figure. So the diameter of the circular base of the cone is 90 millimeters and its height is 100 millimeters. Then the center line of the cylinder is 48 millimeters from the base of the cone. And then we have its length from this point to this end here is 20 millimeters. And the diameter of the circular end of the cylinder is 45 millimeters. So let's take note of these dimensions, because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to maximize this AutoCAD page. So I'm going to maximize it so that we can be able to see what you want to do clearly. So first thing that we are going to do here is that we are going to draw a vertical line. So here we are going to draw a vertical line. So it's supposed to be normally a vertical center line, but I'll still make it a center line for now. Okay, I'll still make it a vertical line for now. And then we are going to repeat this line so that we can draw a horizontal line. Draw the horizontal line here. The next thing that we are going to do is to draw a circle as the circular base of the cone. Diameter of the circular base of the cone is 90 millimeters. So its radius is 45. So here we have 45, a circle of radius 45. The next that I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So coming up here a bit. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line at this point, and then I'm going to draw a vertical line from this point on the circle to touch this horizontal line, and then I will also draw a vertical line from this point to touch the horizontal line at this point, and then I'm going to offset this line so that I can get the apex of the cone. So I'm going to offset this line so by 100 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, then I take it, click on it, and then take it up here. So next thing that I'm going to do, we need to draw the front elevation of the cone. So I'm going to draw a line from this point to this point, and then I will turn to this point. So we have drawn the front elevation of the cone. We have drawn the front elevation of the cone. Now let's go and draw the center of the cylinder. So center of the cylinder, as we have that, it's distance from the base of the cone is 48 millimeters. So I'm going to offset this horizontal line to a distance of 48. So here we have 48. Then I'll click on this. So that's the center of the cylinder. So the next thing that I'm going to do here now is that I'm going to extend this line a bit to this side. And then as we have that, the end of the cylinder is 20 millimeters from this point on the cone. From this point on the cone is 20 millimeters. So I want to, okay. All right, so I'm going to offset this line to a distance of 20 millimeters. So I'm going to input 20 millimeters, and then I will offset this line to this point here. I'm going to extend this. So we take it up, okay, and then bring this down, okay, like this. Okay, the next that I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a circle on this, using this center. I will draw a circle here, and that circle will be of radius 22.5, so which is half of the diameter of the circular end of the cylinder. So here we have the circle, so 22.5. Okay, we have this now. So I'm going to trim this. So by making it a semicircle. So the next that I'm going to do is that I want to divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts. So I'll come to draw and I'll click on divide. So I need to select the object to divide. So I'm going to input 6. Okay, so we have 6 here. Okay, so we have this point as we have it here. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to do is that I want to bring this, I want to bring it down here. Okay, so I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to copy what we have here. So I'm going to copy it here like this. Okay. All right, so I'm copying it. Okay, so then I'll right click and then bring it down here. Okay, so that because we also need it here. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so for the front elevation of the cylinder, so from this point, I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So this horizontal line, it will come across, touch this point. Okay, we have it here. So I'm looking at this. So this is not straight enough. Okay, I'm going to draw the line again. So from this point to draw a horizontal line. Okay. All right. So we also draw a horizontal line. So from this point. Okay. So here also we also repeat by drawing horizontal line from this point. And then I will draw a horizontal line from this point here. Then I will draw a horizontal line from this point. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a horizontal line from this point here. Okay, so we have this now. So coming to the plan, so I'm going to draw a horizontal line from this point to touch the circle. And then I will also draw this line. I'm looking at it, it's not straight enough. So I will draw the line. So just to touch point of the circle. And I'm going to draw the line from this point to touch the circle here. Okay, so I will also draw a line again. So from here to touch the circle. Looking at this line. Okay, so it's better. All right, so I'm going to draw a line also from this point to touch the circle at this point. Also, I will draw a circle from this point. Then I'll repeat it. So drawing a circle from this point, touching the circle at this point. Then I will draw a line. This point touching the circle at this point. All right, so we have this for now. So we have this for now. All right, so we are okay. All right, so we have this for now. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to number some points on the circle, and then before that, on the semicircle, and before that, I want to trim some part of this drawing. So I'm going to trim this. Okay. All right, so we have this for now. Okay. All right, so we also trim this. Okay, so this line, I'm going to make it a center line, and I'll also make this a center line. So here I'm going to center, and then I need to make it more visible. I need to make it more visible. So give it to 10. All right, so we can see the center line now. So we can see the center line now. So we can see the center line now. All right, so we have the center line here. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do, I need to number these points on the semicircle. So I need to number the point on the semicircle. Okay. I want to increase this. Let me make it 5 so that I see it. Okay, so this is okay. So I want to number the point on the semicircle. So so the numbering goes as follows. So I'm just copying this. So I'm going to, so I will paste it here. So paste it at this point. Okay. All right, so I will also do the same thing down here. All right, so for what I have here, so I'm going to edit this. So I'm going to make this 0, and this is 1. So for this one, I'll make it 2. Okay, so for this, I'll make it 3. For this, so this will be 2. And then this is 1. And then for this, I'll make it 0. Okay, so this is 0. So we have this now. So I've numbered this. And then for this one, I'm going to alternate the numbering. So this will now be 3. So I'm going to make this 3. Okay, so this 1, I'm going to make it 2. So this is 2. Then, so this is 1 already. So this should be 0. So this should be 0. You have to alternate the numbering. So then this should be 2. And then this will be 3. So you alternate the numbering. Okay. So this is 3. So this is how we have to go about it. So now, so for what we have here now, the next thing that I'm going to do, so let us look at it. So let's work on the plan first. So let's work on the plan first. We have not completed the front elevation and we have not completed the plan. So let us work on the plan. So when we are looking at this object from the top down, so we are going to see the curve along this path from this point 3 down to point 0. So while the one from this point 0 here on this, so to this point 3 here will be hidden from us. So we need to show everything in the plan. So what I'm going to do now is this. So I need to know the length from this point to this point here. So looking at what we have here, this is 27 millimeters. So what I'm going to do, I want to draw a circle in the plan. So and that circle, its radius will be 13.5, which is half of 27, 13.5 millimeters. Okay. So then the next that I want to do here now is that, so looking at what we have here, look at this, I drew this circle for 3 up here. So if you look at this case that we have here, so this circle intersects this line 3 at this point here. It intersects this line 3 at this point. I want us to make sure we are able to see that. So I'm going to indicate it. So with this circle, okay, so I'm going to copy this circle and paste it at this point. Okay, so this is where they intersect. Now let's look at the next one. We also need to know, so for 2, so we need to know the length. So from here, so from this point to this point, and looking at what we have here, so this is 29 millimeters, and that will be 14.5 if you have to draw the circle. So we are going to draw a circle of radius 14.5 millimeters. So we have it here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is that, so since we have, this circle is circle 2, so we need to draw a line. So we need to extend this line 2. So we extend this line 2 to touch this circle. So it touches it here. Okay, then we are also going to extend this line 2 here. Okay, so we extend this line 2, so to touch this circle 2, at this point, and at the same time, so I'm going to indicate it. I'm going to show it here. So I'm going to copy this. So I will copy this and paste it at this point. So paste at this point, and I will also paste it at this point for us to know that particular point. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we want to know this length for 1. So I will also come here, and then so to know the length from here to here, So the length from here to here is 37 to 37. So that would be that's the so that's we have 17.5, 18.5, that's 18.5. That's 18.5, half of 37, that is 18.5. So I'm going to draw a circle of radius 18.5 here, so 18.5. So that is for 1. So if I draw horizontal line from 1, so will it touch this? It doesn't touch it, but we still need to draw it. Okay, so I will also draw horizontal line. So extend this horizontal line from here. So that is from 1. So it doesn't touch it, but we still need to draw it. Just leave it like that. We are still going to make use of it. So now, last one is what? Is 0. So last one is 0. Okay, so last one is 0. So let us go and know the length of that 0. So we come here and we take the distance. So distance from here to here. So what is the distance from that point? That is 47, and that will be half of that will be 23.5. So 23.5. So we are going to draw a circle of radius 23.5. So coming to this center, so we have a circle of radius 23.5. So 23.5, we have this. So if I draw a horizontal line from this 0, so we touch the circle. So it touches the circle at this point. It touches the circle at this point. And then if I extend this horizontal line from 0 here, so when it touch the horizontal line, it will surely touch it, as we have seen the one up there. So have it here. So I'm going to indicate it by copying this circle and paste it at this point. So I'll copy this circle and paste it at this point. So have it here. So this is the point. And then we also have it up here. So this is the point. Okay, so now, so all these points that we have here, they are the points that we are going to see in the plan. They are the points that we are going to see up here on the object from this point 3 to this point 0. We are going to see that curve along that edge. So what I'm going to do now, okay, so let's leave it for now. So let's go. We are not yet done. What about the part that we cannot see from this 0 down to this point? So we need to know the distance so that we can draw the circles for it in the plan. So you need to know the distance. So that is, we come to 1 here. So from this point to this point, so what we have, so we have this to be 57.5, and that will be 28.5. That will be 28.5. We are going to draw a circle of radius 28.5. So from this center, so 28.5. So have this for now. Okay, so and now we are not going to draw the line again. So the line that we drew now is the circle that we drew now is for 1. So it intersects this line 1 at this point and also at this point. So what we are going to do, let us show that point by copying this circle. So we copy this circle and then we paste it at this point. And I'll come down here and also paste it at this point. Okay, so next that we are going to do now, so we need to know that of distance from here to here for 2. So let's look at that. So we need to know the length from here to here. So looking at the length from here to here, this is 64 and that will be 32. So we are going to draw a circle of radius 32. So from this center, so we are going to draw a circle of radius 32. That's 32. So look at it. It intersects line 2 at this point. So let us show it. So let's show that point. So we have to copy this small circle and then we come to this point where the circle intersect line 2, intersect it here, and it also intersect it at this point. So we have this for now. Okay, so let's go and look at that of 3. So for that of 3, so I will need to know the length. So from this point, here to this point, okay, so what we have is what is 67 point, 67, so 7, so that would be 30, that would be 33.5. So okay, so let me get it again. I'm looking at that distance. Okay, so this is 33.5. So 33.5 is the radius. 33.5 is the radius. Okay, So the radius is 33.5, 33.5. Okay, so 33.5. All right, so we have this for now. So let's look at where it intersects line 3. So intersect it at this point. So we are going to show it here by copying this and then paste it at this point. All right, so all these points, we are going to join them together. But before that, let's go and work on the elevation. Let's work on the elevation. So let's work on the elevation. I can draw the curve of intersection. So the first thing that we are going to do here, if you look at what we have here, this point is for 3. So we are going to draw a vertical line here. We are going to draw a vertical line. So let's put on auto mode. So from this point, we draw a vertical line. So this vertical line, it intersects line 3 at this point. So we have this for now. So this point here, I want to show it. I want to make sure you can see it. So let's copy this. And then we are going to paste it at that point. So where this line 3 intersect this horizontal line 3 at this point. So let's show it there. So the next thing that we are going to do is for point 2. So where we have point 2, so we have point 2 here. This is where we have point 2. So we are going to draw a vertical line. So from that point, so we are going to draw a vertical line from that point. So that is from this point here. We draw a vertical line and it intersects line 2 at this point. Let's take note of that. Okay, so by copying this circle here, so we copy this circle, okay, and then paste it at this point. So we copy the circle, I'll paste it at the point where the vertical line 2 intersect the horizontal line 2. So we have that point. Now, so for one, we don't have a point. This is the line. So we didn't draw any circle for this because even, okay, we drew a circle, but they didn't intersect. Okay, so let's take note of that. Now let's go for 0. So for that of 0, so we are going to draw a vertical line. So we are going to draw a vertical line from this point 0 here. So we draw a vertical line. So where will it intersect vertical line 0, horizontal line 0? So we intersect at this point. So let's indicate that. So by copying this circle, so copy this circle here. Okay, so copy this circle here and we paste it at this point, paste at this point here. All right, so we have that point. Now, let's go for the next one, so which is that of 1. So that of 1. So which one am I talking about? I'm talking about this one. So we are going to draw a vertical line. We're going to draw a vertical line from this point 1. So it goes up here and then it intersects line 1 at this point. So let's also show that we have that point here. So let's copy this circle from here, paste it here. So we have that point. Now, so for 2, let's go for 2. So this is point 2. So let's go for 2 by drawing a vertical line from that point. So we draw a vertical line. So from this point and goes up. So intersect line 2 at this point here. So let's also show it here. So by copying the circle here, and then we are going to paste it at where the vertical line 2 intersect the horizontal line 2. So we have done that. So last one is 3. So let's draw the vertical line. So from that point 3, so from this point 3 here, so let's draw a vertical line from here. So it goes up here at intersect line 3 at this point. So we are just going to copy this circle and paste it at this point. So we paste it here. So here we are. Okay, so we have located. So all these points, we are going to join them together to obtain the curve of intersection on the front elevation. So let's go. So come to this and click on spline fit. So I'm going to start from here. So let me make it more broader so that we can see it clearly. So from here, so we go. So let's put off auto mode. So this center to this point, and to this point. So now, so click on C key on the keyboard and press enter. Okay. All right. So so we are going to trim. So a part of it. So I'm going to trim this. So starting from here, I will trim I will trim this off. Okay, so we trim this. Okay, so we also trim this, so trim this off. Okay. All right, so looking at what we have here, so that's going to be the curve. So that's going to be the curve on the front elevation. And coming down to the plan, so we are also going to draw. So we are going to draw the shape that we have here in the plan. So I'm going to go from here to here to this point, and then it goes to this point, and then it goes to this point, to this point, to this point here, to this point, and then it goes to this point, and then we join them together here. So what you have to do now is that, so what you have to do is to click on C key on the keyboard and press enter. All right, so you can see the shape as we see it here. But as I said, that in the front elevation, so looking at the object from the top down, we are going to see the curve from here down to this point. Then from here down to this point, here, it will be hidden. So we need to all show that in the plan. So to show that in the plan, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to trim a part of this, and then I will come down here and also trim a part of it. Okay, so trim the part of this because I want to show that hidden details. I want to show that hidden details. So I'm going to join this now. So I'll stretch it. So join to this point. Okay, and then I'll come up here and do the same thing here. So I'll come up here and do the same thing. So I'll stretch it from this point. I'll stretch it to this point here. All right, so then I'm going to, I'll come to property and show, click on hidden. So then for us to be able to see it, I'll come here and give it 20. Okay. All right, so you can see the hidden part of it. So apart from this, apart from what we have here, so we also have that part of this circle will be hidden from us because if you look at what we have here, this cylinder, it will cover some part on the base of the cone. So we need to show that, and that is going to be from this point to this point here, to this point here. So for me to do that, so I need to work on that. I will just trim this part, and then so coming up here and trim this. So I'm going to so join it together with this. Okay, then I'll do the same thing here. All right, so I'm going to make use of mesh property. Okay, so I will click. Okay, I can't use that. Okay, so all right, so I need to click on it. So come to property, I'll select hidden, then I'm going to, so I need to give it, I will also give it 20, so see it, so we have this for now. All right, so I would like us to do something for us to see this, okay? So for us to see what we have done better. What we have already done, so we have already worked on this, okay? So let's see what we have. So we have the plan, so we have the plan as you can see it here. So we have the curve in the plan, okay? So these are the plan we look, and then we also have the curve on the front elevations. As simple as I've done it here, all you have to do is to practice. When you practice it, you become a master at this one. Thank you, and God bless you.